All right. Looks like John's back.
Hello, I am back.
Back at the helm. All right,
Oh,
we
helm.
are back, everybody. So let's dive in again. Wait, let me make sure everything's recording. It is. All right. Back to where we once were. That's not the way we say it. Hey, back to you, John.
All right, so picking back up where we were, you had just drug poor Murget, the doorman, into the stacks and have stepped into it yourselves. You had enough time to sort of take a look around, get a feel for the place you were standing in when Garpoon has now yelled out "Jada" into the darkness, and you definitely feel that if people were around, they heard you, and you are now standing there in relative darkness with a very upset Knoll behind you. How would you like to proceed?
Do we perceive that he's upset because of the yelling, or just in general the whole plan is still just rubbing him wrong?
He is upset about all of this.
Okay.
He's not permitted back here. You've basically drug him to the place where he's been told all his life you're not allowed to go. And he's definitely outside of his comfort zone.
All right.
Jada, my good Knoll.
Nope.
Not Jada. Murget, my good Knoll. Why hasn't Jada responded?
I don't know. I don't know. Never been here. Jada comes to me.
What would make Jada really angry with you?
Being here.
What if we yelled out that you were here? Would he come right away?
I don't know. Never done this before.
Can you yell out Jada's name? Can you say,
No.
"I'm Murget and I'm in the stacks"? And
No.
I don't.
Murget good. Murget good doorman.
What?
Murget just want to watch door.
Murget, my man, what is your dream? Do you have dreams beyond being a doorman?
No.
But surely
Murget
you do.
happy. Murget watch door. Murget get food. Murget get beer.
We are. You might not see this due to the way we're dressed, but we are quite rich. Would you like some gold so that you wouldn't have to suffer under the yoke of these bookish abbots and be your own Knoll?
Murget take gold.
Right. Well, how much gold does Murget dream of?
Give Murget 3 gold.
I don't know Garpoon is a rich, filthy bastard, right?
Yeah, I have some gold.
No, you don't. As far as you know, he made the same off of the payday that you did.
Yeah. You know I have at least 150, like you do.
How about, Murget, I give you 10 gold. And I'll give you 5 right now, more than you've dreamed of. And I'll give you even more after you perform the service for us.
Give gold.
I give him 5 gold.
Okay, Murget takes
And I make
5
sure to
gold.
show him the 10 gold. And then separate the 5 from the 5 and give him 5.
Okay. Murget takes the 5 gold. Chews on it a little bit. Puts it in his pocket.
That's a good boy.
That's gross. You never know where that coin's been. Don't put it in your mouth, you weird little creature.
Garpoon, shut up.
Oh. Sorry.
So now, Murget, that we've given you half of it, the down payment for your service, can you yell out for Jada and say, "I'm a Knoll in the stacks. Jada's a dum-dum"?
No. Why would Murget say no? No.
Well, what do you want to yell?
Nothing. Murget want to go back to door.
Wait, but I've paid you for your service, Murget.
You give gold.
I gave you some gold, and there's more in it for you if you finish
give
your
Murget
service.
more gold. Give Murget 3 gold.
He gave you 10, you dumb shit.
I gave you 5, and I'll give you 5 more if you complete the task.
Give Murget More gold.
Listen, you've taken already 5 of my gold.
Mhm.
You owe me a service.
No.
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, you do.
No. No.
Well, do the abbots not pay you to do the doorman's work?
No.
What, did give you no money?
No.
They give you food.
Mm-hmm.
If you stop
You
being a
give
doorman,
Margaret food.
if you stopped being answering the door properly, they'd stop giving you food, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now your service is with me, so if you stop doing what I say, I don't give you gold anymore.
Margaret, watch door for you.
Well, what you're now for me is you're my bard.
Margaret Dorman.
Being a bard is like being a doorman, but of the voice.
No.
Murget,
We've paid you.
you've got all gold. You do what the ferret says, or it's the chop. I'll make 2 Murgets.
I let that hang.
Make an intimidation check on Margaret.
Okay. That would be a 18.
Okay. Murget reaches into his pocket, pulls out the gold, and tries to hand it back. No. No.
A deal's been made, Margaret.
No.
If you go back on the deal, Garpoon will have to make 2 Murgets.
No. No.
Do you understand what I mean when I say 2 Murgets?
Murget turns and offers you the gold.
No, you dumb shit. Here's what it
No.
does.
Murget pay not chop. Murget pay for not chop.
You won't get chopped. You keep the
Murget
gold.
pay 3 gold not chop.
You get not chopped. You get gold. You get the gold you have and more gold later if you just do what the ferret says. And I won't hurt you. I won't cut you in half.
No. Murget Dorman. Murget 3 gold not chop.
Oh,
He offers you 3 gold.
I'm not taking your gold. I've got more than you'll ever have.
Garpoon, private counsel for a second. Murget, stay right there. You're being a good boy, okay?
Holy shit. I'll turn
Just
around.
a quick moment.
Alright.
A quick aside with Gerp, with private counsel.
Are
Okay.
you stepping away, or are you
We're
just gonna have this
Yeah,
within earshot of him?
we're stepping away, but not so far away, and we're blocking the door. Like, I'm stepping away. Murget, if he wants to run away, he can't run away back to his safe spot.
Okay.
Garpoon, come here.
Oi.
Listen, he doesn't seem very willing to do what we've paid him to do. Can you pick him up by the scruff and then make him make noises by squeezing like his stomach? Not hurting him, but making him squeal.
You mean the bit around his neck?
Right. Pick him up by one hand so he can't run away.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know, crush his back, do something to make him squeal. You must have a way to make living things make loud noises.
Good lord, you're a dog son of a bitch.
Well, I mean, I just want to find this J-Dog, whoever's in charge, to help.
Right!
What
and I'll turn around.
is
Oh.
what is both of your passive perceptions?
17.
Where do I find that passive perception?
Left side of the character sheet, underneath your ability scores.
I don't think it's higher than 17, so
Passive
I've got-
perception.
I'm a percepting machine.
I have +3 to perception. You mean something else?
No, it says
yeah, I see it. You're
saving throw.
13.
Oh,
Yeah,
13.
yours is
Where should I be seeing that just so I know for future? I don't know where that is.
left
it's
side of
under
the
saving
sheet.
throws.
Yeah.
Under saving throws.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, 13.
All right, you are perceptive, but turns out Murget is a sneaky bastard. You turn to grab him, he is not there.
Shit.
How did we let this happen?
You can roll a perception check if you want to look for it.
Was that I
but
see which
just-
direction he ran off in? Was I
Passive
keep-
perception was to see if you caught him sneaking.
I was like
away.
keeping my eye on him, and we're private count, like, hey, pss, 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 like.
Sure. He rolled
didn't
an
see-
18 for his stealth check to get away.
So he just slinked into the shadow, and I don't know
Yeah.
where he went to.
Yeah.
I think the game's afoot.
Oh, we just to burn this place. Put.
Are there books nearby?
Right now, if you look over near you, there is a U-shaped desk that is just loaded up with tomes and scrolls and books and all manner of things. It looks like a reception area or a
Alright.
check-in.
I looked for a hefty-looking tome filled with
Okay.
paper.
Okay.
Does it have a title on it?
No, it's a blank
random.
tome. Yeah.
All right. I give it to Garpoon. I'm like, light this on fire.
With what? Hold on. What do I have? We don't have torches.
You have a tinder box if you want to try.
Oh, I do, and a torch, but the torch isn't lit, I guess. All right, we'll use the tinderbox and light. How visual is? How much can I see in this place? Is it?
Without the lantern that you have,
Yeah.
you can see absolutely nothing. It is pitch black.
And how far out in a radius am I able to see?
About 60 feet. About 30 feet is well lit. 30 feet beyond that is dimly lit.
All right, let's use the tinderbox. Get out the flint and steel, and we're lighting what are we lighting on fire, Bo? A book? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked up a random book off the shelf and I just handed it to you and said, just light it on fire.
All right. Are you sure this book's okay?
I'm holding my hand. I hope not. I'm trying to get their attention. No one here seems to want to work.
Good point. All right, and then I'll take it and try to set it on fire.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay. I like survival. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That would be an 11. It's not great, but it's not
Okay.
terrible.
It takes you a little bit. You're having a hard time getting it to catch. Occasionally a spark will hit and you'll see a smoke, but no actual flame. But after a couple of minutes of futzing with it, you manage to get a little flame to appear on it,
Okay.
and the book starts to very slowly start to burn and light up in your hands.
So I hold it up like a torch. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like this.
all right, Garpoon, yellow, fire, fire.
Look at this. I got your book, and it's on fire. I'll keep doing it. There's more here. Plenty of books to burn. Jada,
right.
come put out the book fire. And I'll just wave it.
You hear many shouts of alarm, and you hear footsteps coming towards you. You see lights moving towards you. Many of these unnatural lights, like what Garpoon's carrying, all moving towards you, and it's starting to give you a sense of how big this room is as they all start to converge on your location, because it's taking a while for anything to actually manifest. And you still just standing there waving it back and forth.
Yeah, just
I'm
going.
gonna find a hiding spot.
I'm not going to find this in the
Slink
least.
into the shadow,
this-
away from the source of light.
This is not going to
Okay.
be the least bit intimidating to me. I'm going to keep waving it.
You're still right by the doors, so the best hiding spot would be maybe behind that U-shaped desk that you got the book from.
Sure. Okay. I'll hide
Okay.
under the hide under or behind it.
Behind it, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. So you jump over the desk real quick and duck down behind it. Garpoon's standing there, throwing the book around, and you start to just see beings running towards you. Various different races, just making their way out of the library, like going past you. Some are going over, and it's the first time you've really looked and noticed this. But you remember I mentioned there were 2 doors in that entryway.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like both doors open into the stacks. Both lead to the same place because there are
Okay.
some that are going through and exiting what would be presumably based on location the other door.
Okay.
As people start to make their way by.
All right. I'm gonna see this activity, and I'm gonna very loudly go, I'll jam this book into the other book, set it all aflame. But we require parley. Is there a gaydar? Is there a Jadar among you? Which of you is Jadar?
And while these people are running by, you see some people just making note that it's just, there's not really that the library is on fire. It's just that there is a Goliath standing there holding a flaming book above his head. And they're making a general, they don't want to leave necessarily. They don't exactly feel like the library's in danger yet, but you're also so intimidating that you can see them slowly deciding like, it's better not to deal with him. So they continue to make their way past, but then you hear a thump, 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 and you see silhouetted in the light, there is a figure moving that is much taller than everybody else. And they are walking directly towards you.
Toward me.
Yep.
When you say they, multiple figures of...
Just one large figure. He's in amongst several of the figures that are now fleeing the library. But whereas they're kind of making just a dividing line out one of the 2 doors, this individual seems to be walking straight towards the source.
And now that they're all there, is the place getting really lit up with light?
No, this place is so big and so dark that it's brighter than your little light that you were given, but not by much. You've got maybe 40 feet of bright light based on the book now.
All right, I'm going to see what this is. I've sized up what's happening. I'm going to take that book. I'm going to slam it into the ground at my feet, sending sparks and stuff however far you want to say they went. And I'm going to put the lantern in my teeth. And I want to go... I want to take the lantern in my teeth with the handle. I'm going to pull both my weapons out, sling, and I'm going to go, E-face Garpoon! With this in my mouth. So while I got the thing in my mouth the whole time, making a horrible, it's not coming out right, but I'm going to have it in my mouth.
All right. You do that. Is it your intent, or are you even worrying about whether or not this fire is going to spread?
I don't care. I don't care if it spreads.
Yes.
Let it burn. I don't care. It's under my feet, or not under my feet, but just sort of down in front of me. Boom. So you know, if it's going to go further than that, you'd have to tell me.
All right. Pieces of burning book scatter out into the air and begin falling down around, landing on the ground. Some are beginning to land on the desk that you were hiding behind and land atop other pages and books. This figure still continues to be walking directly towards you with deliberate intent. However, now seeing the fire spread, comes to a halt.
Okay.
It's the hound. Nothing like fire.
After, well, are you gonna take any action or?
No, I'm gonna just stare at him and breathe hard for now. Stare him down.
The figure begins walking now towards the desk. It's made a slight angle, and now that he's now hit the light, and you see him for what he is probably about 9 feet tall.
Oh my lord.
Pure muscle, very broad, wearing a big dark coat, and seems to be made out of leather. It all seems to be like a big leather coat, leather gloves, but he's got the gray skin of a Goliath, the bald head of a Goliath, the tattoos similar to yours, but he is taller than you by a bit. And he's now making his way towards the desk, which will take him right past you. But he isn't paying you any attention at the moment.
So he just is slowly or quickly moving past me. Like, is it a methodic?
He's at a good gait, like if you were walking with intent.
Okay. I will keep my eye on him. I don't want to. I'm not going to attack yet.
He approaches the desk and starts patting out the flames anywhere they have begun to sprout.
Can he see me?
He's not looking for you, so you would believe that you have not been seen yet, but he is leaned. You can now see the top of his head as he's smacking these books and papers. He turns around. There is now a burning book directly next to you, and he walks over and he is going to shove you aside. Are you going to fight against the shove?
He's going to shove me aside?
Yes.
No, I'm going to resist this. I'm going to resist that shove.
Okay. Make an athletics check, please.
Okay. That's 5.
Remember, you got a lantern in your teeth.
24.
All right. He doesn't give you a full push, but it was definitely one of those like, excuse me, I need to get to something. And you stand your ground and you hold firm when he pushes up against you. Now, you do note that he is not giving you a full shove. He is simply trying to move a little bit. And despite that casual motion, it feels like you've been shoved. It feels like he has hit you almost. And he begins stamping out the book that's on fire at your feet.
All right. I will continue to witness this.
All right, I need to get involved, I think.
Pretty perplexed as to why he's doing this. I don't understand why he's the fireman, but that's fine.
All right, I stand up and I address the large Goliath. Excuse me, are you Jada?
He continues to stomp. No response from him.
Hello, we're talking to you.
As he continues to stomp, the fire dies down, is eventually put out by the stomping, and when it's done, he turns to you. What manner of idiots brings fire into this place?
It's the kind of idiots that don't get results without making a bit of noise.
It's a bit like calling the kettle calling the frying pan black.
Something you learned in the Solar Mines.
We've spoken to 3 of your abbots, and they are the most unhelpful people I've met in my life. They can't take simple, basic instruction.
There are no abbots here.
What do you refer to yourselves as? Scholars?
I am not one.
Who is in charge of this place? We are seeking the smartest among you, the most efficient at finding the book we are looking for. We have this Jadar. I'm not sure it's him, but well, the elf that the sarcastic elf, Pete Purvis, Previs, from the front door, seems to dislike him quite a bit. I have this note here saying Jadar's an ass. Are you Jadar?
No,
Where is this Jadar?
I don't know.
Oh, for the love of Pelor. Does anyone not know what everyone else does in this monastery?
Jadar is an elder scholar here.
Oh, well then sounds like someone we are looking for. Can you take us to him?
I am sure Jadar will find you after the ruckus you've made.
Perfect. Well, all right then. What should we expect to receive him?
What should we call you?
What is your name?
Garpoon.
You are a dumb one, are you not?
The dumb one.
Listen, you might want to watch it with the name calling. Garpoon doesn't like it very much.
He looks around and he gestures and he says, there are thousands of books here. One fire destroys so much knowledge. Imagine if the books you had set on fire was what you sought.
Well,
imagine if a fire raged out of control.
Listen to this, Uncle Imagination. What? Imagine a world where we came in and asked for what we needed and someone took us there. We didn't need to burn a damn thing. This is on you and your people. All we did was come in looking for Jadar, whoever's in charge, and we get a song and a dance from a shitty elf and a piece of shit dog, and me and the ferret can't get anywhere. So all I'm saying is, while we're imagining, let's imagine you take us where we need to go, and nobody gets hurt, nothing gets burned.
He looks,
Bafo beams with pride.
he looks between the two of you. You do not deserve aid. And then he turns and walks to the door and opens it and steps through.
Are all the other onlookers still in there?
Generally speaking, people have moved on. You do notice a set of lights moving in unison, heading towards you, again with purpose. And you have maybe a couple seconds before they get to you, but beyond that, it is quieted down in this part of the library.
Okay. Well, we'll wait.
I'm gonna take extra grip on my weapons and go, and I'm gonna face those lights coming at me. Whatever they are, I'm ready for them.
More librarians.
Couple moments go by. The source of the lights reveal themselves to be another high elf. This one older than the one you had seen earlier at the desk. Standing next to him is Fulna, and he is accompanied by two others. He's accompanied by a small gnome and a human with a crossbow.
I thought Fulma was a lady. No?
Yeah, Fulna's a lady.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he.
So there's a male high elf, Fulna, the tabaxi woman you met earlier. There's a small gnome and a human with a crossbow.
You gotta punt that gnome, Scott.
Already entered my head. Just got to figure out how.
And the high elf walks up to you. You two. What the hell are you doing in here?
I'd like to... wait. No, not yet. Can I tell if this is Jadar from a read of his clothes and appearance?
You can't tell that it's Jadar, but you can tell that there's a somewhat resemblance to Previs, who you met earlier. Looks like they might be related.
We're looking for the Elder Scholar Jadar. Would that be you, sir?
Yes, you found him.
Ah, thank the heavens.
And we only had to burn one book, eh, Bafo?
Truly, this incursion has been without the usual amount of bloodshed. So, felicitations, everyone. Now, Jadar, we are searching for a book, and we need the assistance of the most astute of your fellowship.
Are you out of your mind? I am not
No, I'm
going to
quite in
help
my
you.
mind.
You are banned from this facility. I'm here to ask you to leave.
That's
You have
not going to be an
threatened
option
my
today.
staff, burned a book. You have broken the rules of this library. Under no circumstances am I going to help you.
We've been told no quite a bit today, and my friend Gapoon doesn't have a lot of patience for the word no. I strongly encourage you to rethink this position you've taken.
As you say that, the human lifts the crossbow and takes aim. You see the small gnome pull out 2 daggers and ready them. Fulna is not wielding any weapons, but even she seems to get down into a low crouch, potentially preparing for trouble. And Jadar smirks at you and says, I am not concerned about earning the ire of your friend. Nor am I concerned about entitled little shits like you.
Oh, okay. Look, we're searching for the the. There's a warlock who goes by the name of Mondorus Sacked. He has some journals here. We need to collect those.
I believe I've established my stance on this.
Sir, the fate of our world hangs in the balance, and we are here on a mission to help save it. Do you want to go down in Bard's tales as pencil pushers and bureaucrats who stood in our way, or simply deliver us to the book efficiently and quickly so that we can continue with the good work that we're doing? It's not my fault, nor is it Garpoon's, that you've not heard of who we are or what we're here to do. So kindly brush aside your petulant ignorance and aid your fellow citizens of this world in our work.
If your work was so delicate, as you put it, so important, why not follow the rules? Why make everything so much more difficult on yourself?
Because rules are for pedants and for bureaucrats such as yourself. They're not for us. If we obeyed the rules, then the enemy wins, because the enemy can predict our movements and our behavior.
We
are a different kind of person.
We asked nicely the whole time. And every time you turn it away from the freaking...
I don't believe that's true. And he looks at Fulna. It's not. I offered to take them where they wanted to go, and they threatened me.
Surely you understand that your underlings are going to paint the situation in a positive picture. They told me it would take a lot of time to do things, but in my observation, we are the only visitors here today. There are no other visitors. There's no reason why the full resources of this monastery are not at our disposal. So we sought out this person's boss, manager, person in charge, and they refused. You should have a conversation with your employees. The state of this place, absolutely atrocious.
I do not need to speak with my fellows when it is being compared to the behavior of 2 imbeciles who nearly burned this place to the ground.
It was one book. As for all we know, it was the book we need. We maybe burned our own book.
No, I flipped through it. I'm quite certain there wasn't even any text in it. It was empty papyrus in there.
Single book. Big deal.
And it got your attention. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Why were you hiding when I was yelling your name? It took setting a book on fire to get your ass out of the
facility.
Shite.
I suppose I should also tell you that Murget is somewhere loose in the stacks. Apparently he's not supposed to be here, but if that's a problem, I'd like to let you know that he's somewhere here. He was quite afraid of you.
Your sudden concern for the rules is noted, but regardless, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You can do it willingly or by force.
Garp or not Garpoon.
Bafo, we've got. I guess
I'm
we
not
have
interested in returning back to Serafax empty-handed.
We've got no choice.
I'm going to do insightful if we're not in combat, and I don't
Okay.
think I do anything crazy. I'd like to do insightful fighting on the guy with the bow. It just takes a bonus action. It's a contest of insight versus their deception, and it gives me sneak attack even if I don't have advantage. I can just walk up to somebody and hit them for sneak attack damage. So I'm going to do my insight check. 16 plus 7 is what? 23. That's my roll.
He rolled well, but I don't think he's going to beat that. So let's assume that you have it.
I have the advantage for 1 minute.
Okay.
We're not leaving, I say.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand my ground. My weapons are out. I'm ready to go. Ready to throw down.
So is it just silent now, and we're all just staring at each other like?
Yeah, right now we're just having a bit of a standoff.
Mexican standoff, my favorite.
As they wait, they clearly think they have you. They're feeling very confident, but they haven't made a move yet.
So best we can tell, perception-wise, and best I can tell, from Garpoon's standpoint, there are potentially two armed assailants. One who appears to be getting ready to fight, but seems to be unarmed in the Bafo girl, or the Bafo girl. What's her name? Whatever her name is. And then the main dude, Gaydar, does not have anything either that I can tell.
Jadar.
I should point out, because I was about to say there are 5 of them. I did forget to mention Previs is also with them.
Previs is there.
Yes, so there are 5 people currently. You have Previs. He is armed.
Is he armed with a dick pick, or is it a real weapon?
Nope, he has a crossbow as well.
All right.
You have Previs. You have Fulna, who has not pulled any weapons, but definitely looks ready for a fight.
She's a tabaxi. She's got claws.
She's a tabaxi, and she does have claws. You have Jadar, who is not currently armed, but he does have a staff. Make of that what you will. There is the gnome who produced 2 daggers, and then there is the human also with a crossbow.
All right, I'm gonna stare down the opposition, but I'm gonna speak to Garpoon and say, Garpoon, when we do this, these are good folk. Don't strike to kill.
You think they're gonna hold back?
It doesn't matter what they do. What matters is what we do. Save your true violence for the true enemy. We simply need to convince them to cooperate with us.
All right.
I'm going to assume a combat stance.
Okay, go ahead and roll for initiative then.
Oh boy.
Let's just see where we all end up here.
Okay. Where's my... All right. I rolled a 7. I don't have... That sucks. Definitely not what I want to re-roll this.
Whoops, I had modifiers on there. Hold on. A natural 1. Shit.
Well, it's fun playing these characters.
I should have taken the last roll and just minus the 5 dice I put on there for my bone that I had just stuck on there.
Garpoon equals 1.
Shit.
All right, hold on. I kind of have to build this encounter because in a million years, this is not where I predicted this one.
I would love to hear that, though. That's good.
So I just gotta get.
Yeah, we're probably really off book. I feel.
I have a whole encounter built, but not for these people. None of them are on it. So
No, probably means their HP is probably pretty low. They're just civilians.
Yeah, they're poop heads. They're poo-poo heads. We got.
Give us his victory,
Guys.
DM.
we're gonna figure out if you make it past a round. So we gotta get there. Who am I missing? Fulna.
So there's Fulna, there's crossbow guy, there's gnome knife guy, there's sarcastic elf dick guy, and there's Jadar.
Elf dick guy.
And... Oh, there he is. Noalis. Okay,
Who's Noalis?
he's the gnome. But
Okay.
you don't know that yet.
No, I don't. Sorry. That's fine.
No Alice. Sounds like I don't know what that sounds
All right, every single one of them
Consult your
gets
doctor to see if Noalis is right for you.
every single one of them gets to go before you.
Of course.
Oh, this can't be right.
The lowest I rolled was a 9, so
Yeah.
Well, honor system, everyone. I rolled a 4.
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
I was like, oh man, I'm not the DM, so I can't change the results of the things I roll.
No.
Okay, so first up, Jadar is going to look at Garpoon, and he is going to cast command on him, and he is simply going to say leave.
Oh.
So let me pull that up here. Go ahead and make a roll. I'll tell you what to add in a second here, Scott, but
Okay.
just to save time, go ahead and make your roll.
All right.
And we'll check in with
Just-
chat room to see if they like what we're doing or what we're not.
It is a wisdom save, so go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
That would be a 17?
17?
Yeah.
Okay. You resist it.
Okay.
Um,
Because go away sounds bad. Or leave? That sounds bad. I don't want to leave.
Previs is going to take a shot at Bafo with his crossbow.
Okay.
That is going to be. Where's the encounter? That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Yep. Damage.
That is 6 points of damage to you.
All right. Let's be at 18.
Fulna is going to charge forward, and she is going to attempt to hit Garpoon twice. The first is going to be a 13 to hit.
Okay.
That doesn't hit you, does it?
18 does not hit.
18. Do you have a shield equipped?
said
No,
13.
but it's,
Right.
it's just my armor class. Does that not count?
Hold on. Let me take a look. Because right now you have both weapons in your hands.
I do,
right?
yeah. I'm dual wielding.
Okay, so that means you do not have a shield. So right now, if you have a shield equipped on your character, you need to remove it, and that's what your AC is.
Oh yeah, it is. It's 16. It's +2 with the shield.
Wait, I don't have. Where's shield?
It's you go to equipment, you'll see inventory, and what you have equipped is like checked with the shield
Chainmail,
box.
hand axe.
Yeah, so you actually have hand axe, and shield equipped, but you can only can't have the shield if you have 2 hand axes.
Yeah, so you actually have 16 for your AC. So one of those is a miss, and the other is a hit. So
Okay.
that is going to be.
Why was my shield on? The hell?
I don't
was
need that.
that? Yeah.
That is going to be 4 points of damage to you.
Okay. Got it. Not too bad.
Ziltan is going to fire his crossbow at Garpoon as well.
Didn't he just do that, or what other crossbow? Whose crossbow?
Previs was the first crossbow.
Oh, he had a crossbow too. Man, what a
Yeah.
dick.
He's a dick.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hit from this is me, Scott, not you.
Oh, I thought it was at me. Okay.
Oh, no, it is. It's at Garpoon.
Oh,
okay.
I thought it was at me. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a hit, just
But
barely.
I think that's a hit anyway.
Yep.
That's going to be 7 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And Noalis is going to charge in with his daggers. And he's going to attempt to strike Garpoon twice. He is going to miss both of those.
Sweet. Whiff it.
Which brings us to Baffo's turn.
Finally, jeepers. All right, so I still have Insightful Fighting active on the regular crossbow human.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Because I think what I want to do is I want to move in, act all graceful-like with great speed. How much distance to close between me and him?
Probably about 15 feet.
All right. So I use 15 feet of movement. I'm gonna move in, and I'm gonna unsheath my claws and just shink shink, as like really quick, like lightning speed.
Okay.
And stab him right in the neck, non-lethally.
A non-lethal neck stabbing is what you're aiming for, huh?
I can just hit the right arteries to put him out, but not to kill him.
Okay.
Let me go to my attack rolls here. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, so it's 1d4 and then my sneak attack damage, right? I just want to make sure. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 2d6 of damage to one creature hit. You don't need advantage on the attack roll for another minute. Okay, so that's fine. So that's 1 plus my modifier of 3 is 4, and then the sneak attack damage is 5. So 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to use, let's see here. I can use a cunning action as a bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Yeah, do I want to disengage? I haven't killed this. I haven't put him out yet, right? With this attack.
No.
How many people are within melee range to me now that I've run up to him?
Now that you've run up to him, you have. Which one were you attacking? The human?
The human with the crossbow.
Human.
Okay. I'm gonna just mentally switch where 2 of the people are because I told you wrong. The human was actually further away from you, but we'll put him. We'll swap him with Previs.
Okay.
So right now, nobody else is within melee range.
Okay. Yeah, still don't. Cause what I. All right, I think I'm. Then I'll be standing out like a sore thumb. Garpoon's behind me, right?
Garpoon is a little ways behind you. He's kind of at a diagonal behind you.
I'm going to run out of range. I'm use my bonus cunning action to hide, basically.
Well, aren't you using your cunning action to move out of range?
Well, I can use cunning action to dash, disengage, or hide.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to
So
run out
to disengage, or
well, I was going to accept the opportunity attack and go run and hide.
okay. He's got a crossbow, so he cannot take an opportunity attack against.
Well,
you.
he could probably punch me, right? Yeah. So I'm going to use the hide action, so to stealth and find this darkened library that I must be able to sort of get into the darkness and.
Okay.
Now I've only got 30 movement. Do I need more movement? If so, I'll use feline agility. But if not, I won't.
No. We'll say within 30 points of movement. Go ahead and roll a stealth check just to see.
17 on stealth.
Okay.
All right, and I like stab him in the neck, and then I run out into the shadow. All right, that's it.
All right, Garpoon, it is your turn. You have a little gnome in front of you who has tried to stab you.
Okay.
You have a tabaxi next to him who has clawed you. And then there are 2 archers not far away and 1 caster.
All right. I got this new thing where I think I can hit both of them with the same potential damage. Hold on a second. Is it sweeping attack? I've never done a fighter before, so this stuff's still sort of new to me.
That's all right.
You have like a which subclass did you go for?
I went with
Battle Master.
Battle
So you
Master,
have
correct.
disarming attack, pushing attack, and sweeping attack. I'm just looking at your sheet here.
Yeah. So if I go with a... Where'd my sweeping attack go?
It's under features and traits, class features.
There it is. Second wind, martial, archetype.
It's all the way at the bottom.
Okay, here we go. Oh, but how do I... Yeah, this stuff throws me off.
So it's when you hit a creature, you can also expend... At that time, you can decide to expend a superiority die.
Yeah.
And then you'll hit a second creature, like cleave, basically.
That's what I'm going to do.
So you decide after you hit. You can just do a regular attack, and then you decide, I'm going to make it a sweeping attack.
Okay, let's do that. Tell me who's... So they're right there in the same... They're in the same range of me?
Yeah, you have...
the gnome, and what's the other one?
The girl.
The girl.
The Tabaxi. Fulna.
We're going to attack the weapon wielder, the gnome, first. So I'll attack him with with a hand axe. Hold on. That is a 20-foot... Oh, that's weird. No, that's a throw. Hold on, sorry.
You can throw the axe or hit within melee, so it's 5 feet baseline.
Yeah.
The range is for if you throw the axe.
I'm actually going to do the long sword. And
well, if you're going to do a long sword, you've got 2 axes in your hand. You have to
Oh, never mind.
The axe.
Yeah. F that. I got to use axe. Never mind. In my head, I was using... it's a long story, but when we last played the game, he carried a sword in one hand, axe in the other, and I forgot that he's not doing that right now. So that's fine. Yeah, no, this will be a hand axe. And let's see. Let me do a hit. Oops. Oh, come on. Go. There we go. Ooh, a 24.
Yeah!
That hits.
Yeah.
That hits
Teach these
sure.
librarians.
Yep. So we'll do that. And if that hits, that's 1d6 plus 3. So, hold on a second. Plus 3. That's going to be 6 damage. And I do want to expend one of those superiority dice and try to cleave the other dude. Or the girl.
Okay.
All right, so as long as it hits you don't have to re-roll an attack roll. It just auto hits.
Okay, so it just auto hits. So I've just decided that that's a thing. That's how that works.
It takes damage equal to the number you roll on the superiority die.
Right.
Yeah, so use your superiority die. Roll
Right.
that.
I'll do that right now, which I think is is it a single D4? Hold on.
Yeah.
This is throwing.
It's a D8. Is it D4? I thought it was D8.
I think it's a D8.
It's a
You're
D8,
right.
yeah.
4d8. You're right. Wait, I'm rolling 4d8 for that?
No,
Okay,
just
roll
1d8.
Oh,
You have four.
yeah.
You have 4d8 of superior dice. So you spend 1
Yeah,
to roll 1d8.
right. I have just that many slots. Okay, here we go. 1d8. 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big hit to Fulna.
Now you can do it again with your second attack.
Right. To both of
Do
them
your
again,
dual
right?
wield.
And I'd have to spend another slot, but I can do this exact same
I
thing.
believe if you're dual wielding, you can use a bonus action to attack again.
Well, that's definitely true. That's definitely
Yeah,
true.
if you're dual wielding, you can definitely do that. I don't know if you can do. Hold on.
You don't get the modifier. If I'm
Sweeping attack. When you hit with a melee attack, you can. No, you can do that.
I can do that whole schmear again?
It's whenever you hit with any attack, you can spend a superiority die.
Yeah, so you
All
just
right.
have to make sure you hit with your bonus attack. But yeah, you can do it.
All right, well, let me roll for hit on the first one then. Oh my gosh, nat 20 and a plus 5, 25.
Yes,
Wow.
That's really a lucky roll right there. Now I'm screwed the rest of my life.
You don't get your modifier though, but you get to roll 2d6 now.
All right, hold
I think
on.
that's how dual wielding works, right?
Yes. Wait,
Yeah,
2d6? Yeah.
So
But I don't get the modifier.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Correct. Or actually, you do.
Hang on, I'm looking it up now. Two.
Yeah,
dual-
he has.
I get my +5?
He has something that adds it. I see it on his sheet. It's
Okay.
counting it.
All right. +5 then. Hold on. Let me roll.
Well, no, +3. It's 1d6 +3.
Oh, no, no. Why am I saying 5? What am I looking at? Wrong weapon. That's why. All right. Forget I said that. 2d6 +3. 6.
Yep. Okay, so
That's
there's
not a good
another-
roll. 2, 1, and a 3, and then the +3.
Okay,
Yeah, but
so
then you can
that's.
add it's one of your superior dice to the hit.
Are you going to do the sweeping attack again?
Yeah, we may as well. So let me do that.
Okay.
Hold on a second. That's 1d8. 4,
Okay.
and I will kill another slot.
All right, so that should leave you 2 superiority die left. The damage has been taken by both of them. And we go back to their turn.
Are they dead?
No, they are not.
No, man.
So
I have a way of assuring that I won't kill them this next if it gets back around to me.
Well, we need to take one of them down.
so like I said, I had roughly stats for these people, but this was not what I picked, so I intended. So we're seeing how this goes. Jadar is going to walk forward to you, Garpoon.
Yeah.
He is going.
Wait, I'm hiding. Does he know where I am?
No, he's walking to Garpoon.
Oh, Garpoon.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
I love that you keep using Garpoon in everything.
I'm Garpoon now
Yeah.
too. But your turn was so inspiring. All those sweet rolls and all that sweet damage.
Yeah. Now you
I'm
want-
shocked we haven't had it split anyone yet.
Yeah.
He is going to cast Inflict Wounds, reach out and touch you to try and cast that. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. What is Inflict Wounds? 3d10 necrotic.
Whoops. Ignore that.
3d10 necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit. I'm joking, of course.
You
You
take 21 points of damage.
Oh my gosh. I'm dead. Hold on. 21 points,
You
really?
down?
I'm down.
Yep.
All right, you're unconscious.
I need I
Unconscious.
gotta do my throws. Shit.
All right. Previs is going to try and find you. Now that he's down.
What librarian knows magic spells? This
He
sucks.
does not. Fulna is going to try and find you. She does see you. She is going to use her movement as well as her tabaxi agility to catch up to you.
Okay.
And she is going to make 2 strikes against you.
Mm-hmm.
One is going to be a 12. The other is going to be a 23.
Second one hits.
All right. It's going to be 6 points of damage to you.
All right. Okay. Puts me at 12.
Ziltan, seeing where you went, is going to fire a crossbow bolt at you. He's going to move.
I'm not under cover. Oh, he moves. Okay.
Well, he also just saw her run up and attack something, so he's looking at where she's going.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 18 to hit.
It hits.
Three plus what? Oh, 1. 4 points of damage from that.
Puts me to 8.
And Noalis is going to attempt to move to you, but is too far away. Can't quite get to you. So that will be his movement. You are up.
All right. Feline agility, cashing in.
Okay.
And I'm stealthing, looking for a hiding spot again where I can't be found. So I'm not just moving around a shelf. I need a hiding spot.
Are you going to?
Actually, no. I don't need to use feline agility. I can use my regular action for stealth, and I will use my bonus action to double my movement speed. But I'm basically full on fleeing the battle at this point.
Okay. Are you fleeing deeper into the library, or are you fleeing out the way you came?
Deeper in the library, where it's darkest.
Okay.
I said it's hard to find people in here.
Are you taking the opportunity attack? Because it sounds like you're using it all for movement.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So she's going to take an attack at you. 13.
13. Okay, that's my AC, so I guess that's a hit because she's reached the target.
Is a hit. You take 3 more points of damage. And you sprint off into the darkness. Garpoon, I need your first death save, please.
All right.
My stealth roll was 19. For stealth.
I mean, you're so lightning gone at this point, I just assumed it worked, honestly. Like,
I'm just trying to make sure they can't chase me.
Right.
Like, and find me again. Yeah.
Okay.
Remind me what I roll for death. I haven't had to do this yet.
You just roll a d20. If it's 10 or above, it's a save. If it's below 10, it's a fail.
18.
All right, that's your first
It's a
save.
save. Yep.
They didn't hit him non-lethally?
No, they knocked him unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, which is non-lethal, right?
No, non-lethal is you go drop to 0, but you wouldn't be rolling death saves.
Oh, I see what you mean.
But it was lethal, so you're
Right.
you might be dying.
Yeah, I could be dying.
All right, Scott, I want you to roll a d20 2 more times.
Okay.
And
What's this
tell
for?
me what they are.
Die.
All right. First roll. 11.
Okay.
Second roll. Nat 20!
Nice. You we will be back to you in a moment. We're going to follow Baffo. You are in the middle of the stacks of the library. You have no idea where you are exactly. You're surrounded by books and shelves.
Whatever. But probably I can see their lights, maybe. I don't know. I mean, probably the Tabaxi's going to be running through the dark. I'm just looking for a hiding spot right now to formulate a new plan of action.
Okay.
That encounter did not go well.
You are tucked away in the stacks somewhere. You can't even see their lights anymore at this point.
Okay, and I want to be ready in such a way as that if one of them moves in front of me, I want to observe them for, insightful action, and then I'd like to, I'll attack them.
Okay.
If they get too close.
All right. Right now, you are beyond the point where you can see them. Do you want to try to creep back up to where you would be in a spot where you can see their lights? Or do you want to continue to be hidden?
That's a good question. I think maybe I'm staying at a safe distance for now, but yeah, somewhere where I can maybe observe what's going on with Garpoon and the rest of them.
Okay, so you start to try to...
Actually, no. Sorry, I take it back.
Okay.
I'm here for the book. The mission must continue.
The mission matters most to you.
So that would be my character's MO. Obviously, there's no help to be found here.
Right.
I may be at a huge disadvantage, but I have a massive brain.
Okay.
And I remember the dark archives being a thing. I'm going to do what I can to search for it. I don't know how long it'll take or what the result will be, but I can continue on.
Go ahead and... Are you going to start right with where you are? Just start looking at stuff near you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make as little noise as possible while I do this, now that I'm in huge danger. I'm basically a solid snake at this point. So, yeah, I'm going to look
make an investigation check.
Natural 20, which the total roll is 23.
Okay, well, I will give you a good deal of information then about what you're able to glean just where you are. You start to just pull off books where you are, just get some idea of what kind of section you're in, what's going on, where this place might be. And every book that you pull off the shelf seems to have something to do with medicine, healing, the body, anatomy, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Safe to say that you are in a section pertaining to those topics.
Okay. I'm in a section dealing with medicine. All right. So how do I'm trying to get to the Dark Archive? Is there any clue?
No, not where you are. There's no idea. You have no idea about the layout of this place. They've said it's very big.
I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue wandering, going through section
Okay.
by section. You know, that might take hours.
You start to cut up and down rows of the stacks, still trying to be very quiet, very careful as you move, and you continue to notice that they all seem to have a similar tone and topic to them, and you begin to suspect that whatever this entire area is, it all pertains to it, and you would have to expand your search much further to find anything that's going to not have to deal with that.
Okay.
Is that what you would like to do?
Yeah, I will. I will spend my time hunting the section. The Dark Archive is what I'm looking for. Probably it's secreted away somewhere, not easy to access by the sound of the name. So I'm more, rather than looking to see what each of the sections are about, I'm more looking for a place that looks unusual, that's guarded or removed, even like as much as looking for doorways that or places that in the wall that might look like they might be doorways, like anything. I'm looking for clues. I'm trying to decipher the layout where this secret archive might be.
Okay. So let me give you a couple options, and then we'll cut back to Garpoon and see what he's doing while you do all this.
Yeah.
You have a couple options. You can continue to go row by row through the stacks, making kind of a line away from where everybody was. You can go. So the way you've come in is actually you're actually moving south. So the entrance into the stacks itself that you came through originally was in the northern part of the library.
Okay.
So you've been making your way south. You can head to any of the walls, the eastern, western, or southern wall, and check and see if there are any doors leading out. Or you can continue to check the stacks. Which
I'm looking for doors. I'm looking for a way into another area.
Okay. Do you want to go east, west, or south to start?
And I come from the north. We're on the north side of the library.
Yes.
So kind of like the way a maze works, where you trace your fingers always left or always right, and you eventually come to the exit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. So I'll pick a direction that's away. Since I'm north, I'll go east, southwest.
Okay. So you're going to head east first. You start to make your way that way again. I'm assuming being quiet, creeping. It's not hard. The place is very big. There's lots of rows, and it's very dark. And you can see 60 feet in the dark, so you're not having to light anything. Garpoon, you suddenly open your eyes, and you're laying on the ground. You are surrounded by the 5 individuals you were just in combat with. They currently have 2 crossbows trained at you while you're laying on the ground. You have 1 hit point.
Oh yeah, you rolled a 20, so that isn't. If that was a saving throw, that means you actually surged yourself back to life.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, I'm gonna turn all that on, I guess. Hold on. How do I tell it to do this? So I have 1 hit point?
Yep.
Okay.
Jadar stands over you, and he says, "Your little friend abandoned you, took off into the stacks. Are you going to continue to make trouble, or can we discuss?"
What do you mean he left?
Took off, saw you fall, went for a run. Just left you here.
Are you saying Baffo abandoned me?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Come on, Garpoon knows better than that.
That little shit ferret. I'm in no shape to fight. Do with me what you will.
Jadar leans down and he says, "Look, we're a place of learning, a place of knowledge, not a place of combat, not a place to bring your weapons and war and things like that. We are a reasonable group. You have come in here like an elephant, trampling over everything. Tell us what you know, where your friend might be going, and maybe we can see about getting you what you need and getting you on your way. We are not monsters."
He's trying to find a book. I forgot the effing name of the book. Hold on, I have it right there. It is the Journal of Maduro Sacked. And we've come here for it. Give him the book and let us go.
Well, we're going to have to find it. What do you know about it? Do you know what section he might be going to?
Well, if I know that little shit ferret, he's headed toward the dark one.
The Dark Archive.
That's it.
Well, that is a dangerous place for him to be venturing, but we'll see what we can do. Let's take a moment, let's rest up, let's get our hopefully cooperative new friend Garpoon back up on his feet, and let's see if we can put all this nastiness to rest. And Fulna approaches. She hands you a potion. Drink this, it'll help. She hands you a vial of red liquid.
All right. Trying to kill me again.
If we wanted to kill you, we could do so right now very easily, without having you drink a thing.
All right, no regrets. Glug, 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 glug.
All right, you recover 4d4 plus 4 healing point. Health
Oh,
points.
jeez.
44 plus 4.
Garpoon's ready for another fight.
No kidding. I thought about
Well,
something.
they were nice to you.
Sorry, 44 plus what? Plus 4?
Plus 4.
All right. 17.
All right, you got 17 hit points back.
Nice.
Do you feel ready to move on, or do you need to take a moment to rest?
We can proceed. It was good stuff you gave me. It's like my mother used to make. Mm-mm. You got any food?
We can see to that after we've gotten your friend, okay?
All right, I'll hold you to it, and I'll get up.
Now,
Feeling refreshed.
out of curiosity, while we're looking for him, may I ask you, why are you in such a rush that this was the method you chose to search for the book?
We're not a patient kind. Me and my friend Boffo.
That's it. You simply don't have patience, so you started a fight and nearly got yourself killed?
We're not ones for rules or waiting around for decorum. It's no point and it's useless. There's nobody here. Just let us in. I'd maintain if you'd let us in, we'd be out of here by now. We'd be done with this godforsaken hole.
Well, perhaps that's the first piece of knowledge you should take away from this place, is the value of a little patience. Now, let's make our way to the Dark Archive and see if we can find Baffo before his business is finished.
Lead the way.
Meanwhile, Baffo, you make your way to the. You were going east, right?
Yeah, it was working my way east like a maze, like just working my way through there to get a lay of the land, to make like a GTA style top down map in my head of everything I'm going through.
Okay, so you get to
I'm
the east. There is a hallway on the eastern wall that
Mhm.
leads to another room. Do you want to continue to map this room, or do you want to go down it?
It goes down.
It doesn't go down, but there is a hallway
Oh,
off of the room
so
to the
I'm gonna
east.
smell. Do I smell any? The room feels different from that direction. What's my keen cat smell?
You are overwhelmed by just the smell of paper and that bookstore type smell. And
Okay, so
you're
what I'm going to
just
do is
surrounded
I'm
by
going
it.
to move it. I want to move into this new room, but while I do it, I'm going to sniff the walls.
Okay. You move carefully down, sniffing the walls as you go. Uh, it's very. There's definitely a musk. Like I said, it all smells like a bookstore. It, you are overwhelmed by that. There's a hint of burnt paper now filling the place,
Oh,
though that's a bit distant. But that is another strong odor that you are picking up. Um, and as you make your way into this new room, uh, you look around and you see we're in another rather large chamber. And what you can see with your 60 feet of dark vision is that this room goes up. There are actually multiple stories to this particular room. And it's one of those where you can look up and the room kind of goes in a square, but there's a hole in the middle where you can look down over like a banister and see down to the bottom. Um, and sitting down at the bottom across the room from you is a giant mechanized being currently flipping through a book slowly.
okay. I'm gonna make an assumption that this guy doesn't know what we sort of got up to. So I'm going to approach him super casual, like, and be like, "Hello, hello, sir.
His head snaps up. Hello! It is good to meet you.
It's a pleasure meeting you too.
Oh, I love
I
it.
I'm
am Seeker. What is your name?
I'm the Inspector Bafflesalts.
That's
Just Baffle.
fantastic. How can I help you today?
Well, I'm searching for a tome, the Journal of Morderos Sacked. Would you happen to know where such tomes might be found? That one in particular.
I don't know that particular book, but I can see if that name comes up anywhere in my archive. One moment.
Beautiful.
Beep boop beep.
The robot sits there, twitches a little bit.
I don't want to interrupt your search, but I just want to say that your efficacy at your task is much appreciated.
I found 4 cases of the name Mondoro in this section of the library.
Perfect. Enumerate the cases for me, please.
Would you like me to retrieve them?
Yes, absolutely. Please.
He stands up to his full height. I will be back in a moment. Please wait here so I can find you more easily.
Certainly, not going anywhere.
And he goes stomping off and disappears into the library.
This guy's way better than Jadar.
All right, back to Garpoon. You all move fairly briskly through the stacks. Being guided by Jadar does make for quick work through the library, and you head directly south from where you've been and make your way to a hallway in the southern wall and pass through that. Upon passing through that, you enter into what looks to be even a bigger chamber than the one you were just in, but other than that, still very indistinguishable from where you were. It's stacks and rows of books and books and books. And then in the middle as you start to navigate this room, there is a big stone structure right in the middle of the room with a door.
Okay.
And Jadar looks at it and says, "All right, this is the way up to the Dark Archive. We do keep it locked. We don't want just anybody wandering up there." Um, he tries the handle. It's still locked, so it's perhaps safe to say that your friend hasn't been here yet. Um, do you think we should wait for him?
Yeah, I do. And if I seem hesitant, it's because he already bailed on me. So I don't know I don't know what's going on. He would tell me to stay, so I'll stay.
Okay.
Got nothing
Do you
to lose.
think he's going to be reasonable if he sees that we have assisted you and are
All he cares about
not
is
out for blood?
all he cares about is the book. That's it.
Jadar thinks about it for a moment. All right. Privis, go back to your post. Privis rolls his eyes at him, goes walking away. Whatever, this is way more fun.
Freaking Privis. He's such a pecker.
Fulna, the rest of you can probably get back to work. We're going to need somebody to go outside, let everybody else know that it's safe to come back in. Ziltan, can you see to that? Can you go let everybody else back in, let them know the fire, all of that has been taken care of. They can return to the library. We will wait here for your friend Baffo, and we'll hopefully find this book you're after that you claim is very important, and never have to deal with any of you ever again.
Garfood's not paying attention.
Sorry,
he's like-
I just got a text from my wife.
Jadar's saying all this stuff, and Garfood's like looking at the ceiling.
Oh, I got a
All right, it was
text.
mostly instructions for other people. It's all good.
It's fine. I got a text from my wife right then, and I blanked on the final part. But yeah,
It's fine. It's just funny. It adds to. It's perfect. You did it perfect.
all
We
right.
go back to Baffo. A bit of time goes by. You hear the as the machine comes stomping back down. I have found the books that you have requested. Here they are. And
Oh,
he hands you
Excellent, my man.
4 books. Would you like
Mhm.
me to indicate where the passages you are interested in are located?
Do you know? Do you know anything about these books? They are written in a unique cipher.
I don't understand your question.
Well,
Would
do
you
know?
like me to indicate the passages that you might be interested in these books?
Do I have the books, or is he not giving them to me yet?
He's holding them out. You can take them.
Yes. Yes, Sika. Please.
Follow me. He stomps over to a table, sets the books down, opens up the first book, flips it open,
Mm-hmm.
and then indicates a passage in the book.
Did Grizz mention anything about this Seeker person?
No.
Didn't you already use your? Oh, you can still ask. Never mind.
I still have a token, but I was just wondering if I knew that, just if he was just gonna show me horse shit or not. I don't know what Seeker's gonna do.
So you look at the first passage, and there's a bit of information. It basically looks like a historical recount of who Mondoro Sact was, basically indicating Mondoro Sact was a warlock who was said to have made a pact with a demon to attain knowledge and power. He valued such knowledge above all, and it is said through the demon he could read any language and put it to paper. However, like
Okay.
many who seek power, Mondoro feared losing it. He worried that the demon would strip his sight from him and deny him the legacy he had sought, so he began cataloging all of his secrets. Goes on to basically explain what you know, talks about his legacy. I will give you this script to review you would like. But it's a historical accounting.
That's awesome.
Okay. If you have it, I'll take it. But if not, we can move on to the next book.
Yeah, it's mostly stuff you know, but I will go ahead and Scott, you can have it too. There's no
That's
reason
really
you
cool. You
can't,
basically
so.
created one of those Skyrim books that you don't really need to read, but it's all written out if you wanted to read it. That's really cool.
So that's the passage he indicates in the first book.
Okay.
Would you like to review the second?
Yes, please, Seeker.
Okay. He sets that book down, picks up the second book. This seems to be a just general census bit of information. It actually seems to pertain to the Mines Monastery itself. It lists the name Mondaro as the uncle of a man named Befrin Troll, who became a follower of Zelganith.
Befrin.
Yeah, I will
Ask your doctor if Befrin is right for you.
that in there as well. Oh man, it's putting it all in one big wall of text. That's rough to see. He then moves on to the next book. This is also seems to be a historical accord of the Mines Monastery. It explains that Befrin Trolley, I said his name wrong, was a scholar at the Mines Monastery. It's a listing of his death. He was murdered outside Serifax by highwaymen. So just a brief mention of that individual and their death.
Okay, and the last book?
Mondoro's name also appears in a memo discussing the removal of personal items from the dormitories. This is a hand-scrawled note that looks like it got checked into this section. Among many other mundane items, a box with the name Mondoro Sacked was removed. A scribbled note indicates that some of these items may be arcane in nature and should be stored with any other potentially harmful items.
Okay. So it was Mondoro's items in this note.
In theory. It lists his name. You don't know for sure that it's the same Mondoro, but basically this robot has pulled up any case where that name appeared.
So I address the Warforged and say, Sika, it would seem that this Mondoro had a nephew who was in fact a scholar here at the Mines Monastery. But he has since passed, but perhaps his belongings have been stored somewhere. Do you know where those are for research purposes? I'd like to review them.
Most personal effects are either sold to give money to continue to fund monastery projects or stored. If they are considered harmful, we keep those items in the Dark Archive.
Take me to the Dark Archive, Sika. Can you point me in that direction?
Unfortunately, I am not able to leave my post here in the history section, but the Dark Archive is located in the southern part of the library. You will require accompaniment to go to the Dark Archive.
Very good. And you cannot accompany me, Mr. Seeker?
No, I am required to stay within the history section of the library.
Excellent. So then, do you have a printer on your body? Can you print me the map?
I am not able to facilitate this request. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Can you draw the map on a parchment for me?
I'm not able to facilitate this request. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, thank you, Mr. Seeker. It seems my requests are outside the scope of your knowledge or ability.
I appreciate you using my assistance today. Thank you for stopping by.
All right. So with the knowledge in mind that it is in the southern part of the library area, I'm just going to post-haste make my way there.
All right.
And again, I'm on the lookout for assailants. I still feel like I'm in danger.
Okay. You begin to make your way to the Dark Archive. And what happens after that, we will have to find out on another episode.
Oh, no. Nice. Dude,
There's much more.
sorry, I just read through this. It's awesome what you've written for this stuff. I love it. Oh, it really is like picking a book up in Skyrim and like sticking it in your inventory, and then later you find out all this cool shit you didn't know, like other sub stuff. That's really cool. Anyway, all right, hey, you heard it here first, everybody. We're gonna have to continue this next week. We don't know what Kristen and Kyle are gonna do. We don't know, do we? Do we know?
Yeah, we don't know. We planned for 2 weeks though. Like, but the thing is, it's like this is work.
Yeah.
But it's also a pleasure to play D&D, so it's kind of hard. We said like if this was work, a job, you should take some time off, right?
Right. Yeah. Either way, they should. But they're
like I said last week.
Yeah.
If they're just like, man, it'd be really fun to play D&D, then like
Yeah.
I don't know. We just kept it kind of informal, like that.
Sure. And if it ends up, if they're back, then John's got them running off doing something. Their characters, so that could be interesting. But if not, we'll be here to continue to work this out, and we'll see what the future brings. Now, before we go, we mentioned earlier in the show we're going to do a little bit of a tea giveaway. And John, explain to me the deal, how this works, or what are we calling it? Yeah.
So the tea is called the Inverse. I have here that it is a blended base fruit mint bergamot medley. I know what some of those words mean, and perhaps you do too. But it's a special tea that basically Phoenix Pearl Tea, who sells our There Will Be Dungeons teas, is going to be offering while we are doing this Inverse story. It's going to be a limited run, so it's only going to be while we're doing this. So if you are interested in trying it, now is the time. Gwen told me it should be up at phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD. Probably by the end of this episode. If it's not there, maybe give it a little bit and check. But she also said we could give one away. So you can do whatever method you want to do to give that away, Scott, and then we'll message them and get their shipping information and all of that and get them some tea.
That sounds awesome. So here's what I want to do. Let's do it like, I'm trying to think the fastest way to do this. Let's do a bunch of emails. So you send your emails in, and you do that by going to the site, therewillbedungeons.com. There's a contact button there. Hit that thing, and in the subject, put TAE. Okay, just to keep it simple. I have to be able to filter these.
So maybe spell it correctly.
Yeah, spell it correctly. What I say? TEA. Sorry, TEA. Send that in, and then we'll figure out random winners from that. That's a good way to do it. We'll figure out who we're going to pick.
I'm pretty sure if you spell it incorrectly, you're not disqualified.
Right.
Yeah, we'll still count it. In fact, you're probably more correct because you spelled it the way Garpoon.
That's true, and I'll do it both ways, just in case. But anyway, send those in, and we'll get you guys winners. Also, to those who like to support this show, beyond that, there's a great way to do it. You can head on over to that same site, therewillbedungeons.com, click on the support link, and pick a level that's right for you. Got all kinds of cool stuff coming out. For example, a Chicken Lord. One of my favorite creations of Bo Schwartz. On the one side, you got the There Will Be Dungeons art. And let me blow up my screen. Also, the green screen is killing it. But anyway, see the There Will Be Dungeons art. And the other side, a Chicken Lord, as drawn by me.
That fits in the frame real nice. That's what I love, that Chicken Lord.
Chicken Lord's pretty good. And you guys will have your very own sent in the mail, along with other cool physical and digital rewards. So head on over there right now to therewillbedungeons.com and be a part of the pod people, patrons of Dungeons. And we appreciate those who already are. That's going to do it for this week's episode. Really fun stuff. Well done, John. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. We will be back next time with more from us here at There Will Be Dungeons. From John, from me, from Bo, and from the impending Fergusons. We'll see you guys next time. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.